What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. You're watching a quick and dirty Izzy's review. Let's dive into this Eva-Dry. It's a reusable mini dehumidifier, and let me tell you that I was skeptical when I purchased this dehumidifier. I also purchased the other traditional style humidifier. I'll link it below. So, I bought this as an extra precautionary, little thing because it doesn't have to run all day. As you see, there's no electrical components. You just lay it there, hang it there, put it in a corner, whatever, and it will pull moisture out of the air. And as you see, because there's no mechanical components other than that little thing, what I'll talk about later when you plug it in the wall, the color tells you when it's time to renew it. And I'll talk about renewing it in a second. But so if it's wet, it will be that darker green color. And if it's dry, it'll be that yellow color. And as you can see, we're about in the halfway point of the life because it's kind of orange. Not really green, not really yellow, but kind of orangey. So what happens when it turns green? You take that little plug right there and you stick it into the wall. It says it gets hot. I don't know if you want to zoom in, but it says inside use only, has the voltage and all that stuff. But you just plug it into the wall and it is going to kind of heat itself to evaporate the inside to dry it out again. And you'll know it's done when it turns yellow. I've done this process 2 or 3 times in like dark places in my house, so like shower or basement, things like that, just to an extra little tale of caution. But one thing that does have me kind of skeptical, and that doesn't mean the product doesn't work, I'm just thinking about how efficient it is. So does it make sense? No, I'm not going to say efficient. How practical? Does it make sense to absorb all this water, moisture out of the air, and then plug it in and release it back into the air? So to, ease my mind and escape this thought that I'm having is that I go to a different part of the house that's more ventilated, that gets more air, more airflow, and I plug it in there and allow it to do its thing. And then I return it to the area that does need the dehumidify. I hope that's clear. I thank y'all so much for watching my channel. I am grateful that I purchased this. I don't know if I'll purchase more to put through different parts of the house. But if I was in a situation where I needed an option that I didn't have to monitor or keep plugged up, because I don't like to keep things that are running plugged up when you're away or even asleep. Like, I'm the type of person, I unplug my coffee maker, I unplug the blender, I unplug, the griddle, my phone. When I'm not using it, I make sure I unplug it. So if you're that kind of person and you don't really want to rely on electricity, or you don't want to have to worry about it, I do think this would be an investment to maybe buy 5 or 6 and put it in those spots that you forget about. But make sure you check on them quarterly, or maybe even monthly, depending on how much moisture is in that air. In the air in that space. But I will leave the link below. I purchased it on Amazon and I think it's pretty cool. I still use it to this day along with the other dehumidifier, which I'll link below. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave them commented below. Please like, share, and follow. And until next time, with much love, mwah, Izzy.